Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're counting down the top 30 best farming games you can play on Nintendo Switch right now. Whether you love growing crops, raising animals, or building communities, these games will keep you busy for hours. Let's jump right into our list. Doraemon Story of Seasons brings the beloved blue robot cat into the farming world in a really charming way. The story starts when Doraemon, Nobita, and their friends get transported to a farming town through one of Doraemon's gadgets. You'll help them adapt to farm life while trying to find a way back home. The farming mechanics are straightforward. You plant crops, water them daily, and harvest when ready. You can raise cows, chickens, and sheep for milk, eggs, and wool. The game uses Doraemon's future gadgets to make farming easier, like a watering can that covers multiple crops at once. You'll also build friendships with townspeople through daily conversations and gift giving. The seasonal festivals and events keep things interesting throughout the year. The art style perfectly captures the anime's look, making it feel like you're playing through an actual Doraemon episode. Littlewood has a unique twist. Your character is a hero who already saved the world, but lost their memories in the process. Now you're settling down in the peaceful town of Littlewood to live a quiet life. The game focuses on rebuilding and customizing your town exactly how you want it. You can move buildings around, decorate spaces, and invite new residents to join your community. Farming is just one part of the experience. You'll also go fishing, mining, and crafting items. The energy system is relaxed, so you never feel rushed or stressed about time limits. You can grow different crops each season and cook meals that boost your stats or make great gifts. The relationship system lets you befriend villagers and even get married. Combat is minimal since you've already defeated the big bad guys. The pixel art style is colorful and cozy, making every activity feel peaceful and rewarding as you slowly piece together your forgotten past. Rune Factory 5 mixes farming with fantasy RPG elements in a town called Rigbarth. You play as a member of Seed, an organization that keeps peace between humans and monsters. The story involves investigating strange events while protecting the town from dangerous creatures. You can tame wild monsters to help on your farm. They'll water crops, harvest produce, and even fight alongside you in dungeons. The farming system lets you grow crops year-round in different areas, and you can upgrade your tools to work more efficiently. Combat happens in real time as you explore dungeons with magic spells and weapons. You can craft equipment, furniture, and cooking recipes using materials you find. Romance options include both male and female characters, and you can get married and start a family. The 3D graphics bring the fantasy world to life, though the frame rate can sometimes drop during busy moments.
There you go. There you go. There we go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Palia, a cozy MMO that blends farming, crafting, and community life into a relaxing and addictive experience. Set in the picturesque lands of Kilima Village and Bahari Bay, the game invites players to build their dream homestead while growing crops, raising gardens, and cooking delicious meals. Unlike traditional farming sims, Palia emphasizes both creativity and connection, allowing you to decorate and expand your home, craft furniture, and share experiences with friends in a shared online world. Its vibrant cast of characters, from the warm-hearted villagers to the mysterious Majiri, enriches daily life with friendship, stories, and seasonal events. Beyond farming, players can fish in tranquil rivers, hunt in wild forests, or explore new zones like Elderwood, all while collaborating with others or enjoying a peaceful solo session. With its ever-evolving updates and gentle pacing, Palia offers a comforting escape where farming is just the beginning of a much larger, heartwarming journey. Great Graveyard Keeper puts a dark comedy spin on farming games by making you the caretaker of a medieval graveyard. The story begins when a mysterious figure brings you to this strange world after you die in a car accident, and now you must maintain the graveyard while trying to find a way home. Instead of growing vegetables, you're managing corpses, performing autopsies, and deciding whether to bury bodies properly or cut corners to save resources. You can also run a church, sell goods at the local market, and even open a tavern. The game includes traditional farming elements like growing crops and raising animals, but everything has a slightly twisted theme. Resource management is crucial since everything requires specific materials and energy. You'll unlock new technologies through a tech tree system. The pixel art style perfectly captures the game's dark humor, and the writing is genuinely funny without being too morbid. It's definitely different from typical cozy farming games. Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town brings you to a rundown farm that belonged to your grandfather. The town of Olive Town is struggling, and the mayor hopes your farming success will help bring tourists and life back to the community. You start with a farm covered in debris, trees, and rocks that need clearing before you can plant anything. The farming mechanics are detailed. You can grow crops, raise livestock, and even keep bees for honey. Makers let you process raw materials into valuable products like cheese, mayonnaise, and cloth. You can customize your farm layout completely, placing buildings and decorations wherever you want. The town slowly grows as you progress, with new shops and facilities opening up. Romance options include several bachelors and bachelorettes with their own personalities and storylines. Mining provides ores and gems for upgrading tools and crafting. The 3D graphics are clean and pleasant, showing off the beautiful countryside setting throughout the changing seasons. Big Farm Story is all about rebuilding your family's abandoned farm island with help from your Uncle George. The story unfolds as you discover why the farm was left empty and work to restore it to its former glory. The game combines farming with adventure elements as you explore different islands, each with unique crops and challenges. You'll grow traditional vegetables and fruits, but also discover exotic plants as you unlock new areas. Animal care includes feeding, petting, and collecting products from chickens, cows, and other farm animals. The crafting system lets you create decorations, buildings, and useful items for your farm. Boat travel connects different islands, giving you access to new resources and farming opportunities. The quest system provides clear goals and rewards for completing tasks. Characters have personality and humor that keeps the story engaging. The colorful 3D graphics create a cheerful atmosphere that makes farm work feel like a fun adventure rather than repetitive chores. Wylde Flowers follows Tara, a young woman who moves to a small island to help her grandmother run the family farm. The twist comes when Tara discovers she has magical powers and becomes part of a secret coven of witches living on the island. The farming gameplay includes growing both normal crops and magical plants used for spells and potions. You'll raise animals, cook meals, and sell products at the local market to earn money. The magic system adds unique elements. You can cast spells to help crops grow faster or create potions with special effects. The story tackles real-world issues like environmental protection and community cooperation while maintaining a positive tone. Character relationships are deep and meaningful, with excellent voice acting that brings everyone to life. You can pursue romantic relationships with several characters regardless of gender. The daily rhythm of farm work mixed with magical adventures creates a perfect balance. The hand-drawn art style is absolutely beautiful, making every scene feel like a painting come to life. Disney Dreamlight Valley lets you restore a magical valley alongside classic Disney and Pixar characters. The story begins when the Forgetting Curse covers the valley in dark thorns, causing Disney characters to lose their memories and hide in their own realms. As the valley's caretaker, you must bring everyone back and help them remember who they are. Farming involves growing crops that Disney characters love. You can make ratatouille with vegetables for Remy or bake apple pies for characters from various movies. Each Disney character has their own questline that unlocks as you build friendship with them. You can decorate the entire valley with furniture and items themed around different Disney movies. Fishing, mining, and foraging provide resources for crafting and cooking. Your character can be customized with outfits and accessories, including some inspired by Disney films. The game regularly adds new characters and content through updates. The 3D graphics perfectly capture the Disney art style, making you feel like you're living inside an animated movie. Harvest Moon One World takes you on a global adventure to restore the harvest goddess and bring crops back to a world where they've mysteriously disappeared. You start in a small town where only turnips grow, but as you explore, you'll discover new areas with different climates and crops. The unique feature is that you can grow any crop anywhere using magical seeds, breaking traditional seasonal restrictions. Your farm can be customized and moved between different locations as you travel the world. You'll meet marriage candidates from different cultures and backgrounds in each region you visit. The story involves collecting harvest wisps to restore the goddess's power while helping communities in each area. Livestock can be raised and moved with you as you travel. The museum collection system encourages you to find rare items and complete sets. Mining provides gems and materials for upgrading tools and equipment. The bright, colorful graphics showcase diverse environments from tropical beaches to snowy mountains, making exploration exciting and rewarding throughout your farming journey. Roots of Pacha takes you back to the Stone Age where you help build civilization from scratch alongside your clan. You start as a nomadic tribe member who settles down to create the world's first permanent village. The farming system involves discovering and domesticating wild plants and animals for the first time in human history. You'll learn to make tools from stone and wood, then gradually unlock bronze and other materials. The game focuses heavily on cooperation. You work with other clan members to research new technologies like pottery, cooking, and animal husbandry. You can tame wild horses, wolves, and other creatures to help with farm work. Social activities include dancing, music, and participating in seasonal festivals that bring the whole tribe together. The pixel art style is gorgeous and the soundtrack creates an authentic prehistoric atmosphere. Your choices help shape how your civilization develops, making each playthrough feel unique and meaningful. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life is a complete remake of the classic Harvest Moon game that follows your character's entire life journey. You inherit a farm in Forgotten Valley and must decide how to live your life over the course of several decades. The farming involves growing crops and raising unique animals like a cow-sheep hybrid and a duck-chicken mix. You'll get married, have a child, and watch them grow up while making important decisions about their future. The game spans multiple chapters representing different life stages, from young adulthood to old age. Your child's interests and career path depend on the books you read to them and the activities you expose them to. The valley's residents age alongside you, creating emotional connections as relationships deepen over time. Crop mutations add variety to farming as you can crossbreed plants to create new varieties. The 3D graphics beautifully capture the peaceful rural setting while the story explores themes of family, legacy, and the passage of time. Sprout Valley puts you in control of a mystical forest spirit who must restore a corrupted valley back to its natural beauty. The story begins when dark magic spreads across the land, withering plants and driving away wildlife. Your role as a forest guardian lets you purify corrupted soil and bring life back to dead areas. The farming system focuses on growing magical plants that have special healing properties for the environment. You'll plant seeds that slowly expand green, healthy zones while pushing back the darkness. Animal companions help with farming tasks and can be upgraded with magical ability. The game includes puzzle elements as you figure out the best placement for different plants to maximize their purifying effects. Combat is minimal and peaceful. You're healing rather than fighting. The resource management involves balancing your magical energy with the needs of the growing ecosystem. The hand-drawn art style creates a dreamlike atmosphere, and the soothing soundtrack makes restoration work feel meditative and rewarding. MySims Cozy Bundle includes 2 games that focus on creativity and community building with adorable customizable characters. In MySims, you help rebuild a struggling town by crafting furniture and items for residents using gathered materials. The farming elements involve growing flowers and vegetables in your garden, then using them as crafting ingredients. MySims Kingdom takes you on adventures across different islands where you help various characters solve problems through building and farming. You can customize everything from your character's appearance to your home's interior and exterior design. The crafting system is deep but accessible. You collect essences from objects and combine them to create unique items. Each resident has specific preferences for furniture and decorations, making every build feel personal. The games include fishing, bug catching, and exploring different themed areas. The charm comes from the endless customization options and the satisfaction of seeing your creative choices make characters happy. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma combines traditional farming with Japanese-inspired fantasy adventure in a brand new setting. You play as a guardian protecting the mystical land of Azuma from an ancient evil that threatens to consume everything. The farming system includes growing both regular crops and magical plants used for crafting powerful equipment and items. You can tame monsters to help with farm work or fight alongside you in dungeons filled with puzzles and boss battles. The combat is real-time action RPG style, letting you use swords, magic, and farming tools as weapons. Seasonal festivals celebrate Japanese culture with events like cherry blossom viewing and autumn harvest celebrations. The relationship system includes marriage candidates with detailed storylines and voice acting. Crafting extends beyond farming to include blacksmithing, cooking, and potion making. The game features both indoor and outdoor farming areas, allowing year-round cultivation. The anime art style perfectly captures the Japanese setting, while the story explores themes of duty, sacrifice, and protecting what you love through challenging times. Potion Permit casts you as a chemist who arrives in the isolated island town of Moonbury to serve as their new doctor. The townspeople are suspicious of outsiders and modern medicine, preferring traditional remedies over your scientific approach. You must prove yourself by successfully treating patients and earning their trust through your actions. The farming aspect involves growing medicinal herbs and plants needed to create healing potions and treatments. Your dog companion helps gather ingredients and provides clues about what plants patients might need. The potion crafting system uses a puzzle-based minigame where you arrange ingredient effects to match prescription requirements. You'll diagnose illnesses by examining patients and asking the right questions to determine proper treatment. Building relationships with townspeople unlocks new areas to explore and more advanced medical knowledge. The pixel art style creates a charming medieval atmosphere, while the story tackles themes of tradition versus progress and the importance of understanding different perspectives. Each successful treatment helps bridge the gap between old ways and new medicine. Animal Crossing New Horizons puts you in charge of developing a deserted island into a thriving community with the help of Tom Nook and your animal neighbors. You start with just a tent and basic tools, gradually expanding your home and island facilities over time. The farming system involves growing flowers, fruits, and vegetables while decorating your island exactly how you want it. You can terraform the landscape by moving rivers, building cliffs, and placing paths anywhere you choose. Daily activities include fishing, bug catching, fossil hunting, and shopping for furniture and clothing. Your animal neighbors have unique personalities and will move in and out of your island over time, creating ongoing relationships. Seasonal events and updates keep the game fresh with new content throughout the year. The real-time clock means your island changes based on the actual time and date. Multiplayer lets you visit friends' islands and trade items or DIY recipes. The adorable art style and relaxing soundtrack create the perfect atmosphere for unwinding after a busy day. Time at Portia brings you to a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has rebuilt civilization, and you've inherited your father's workshop in the frontier town of Portia. Your job as a builder involves crafting machines, furniture, and infrastructure to help the town grow and prosper. The farming system includes growing crops and raising animals, but the focus is more on gathering materials and manufacturing goods. You'll mine for ores, chop trees for wood, and explore ruins from the old world to find ancient technology. Commissions from townspeople drive the gameplay. You'll build everything from simple furniture to complex industrial machines. Combat happens in ruins and dungeons where you fight mutated creatures and ancient security systems. The relationship system includes romance options and deep friendships with dozens of unique characters. Time management is important since you have limited stamina each day and must balance work with social activities. Garden Story stars Concord, an adorable grape guardian who must protect their home island from mysterious rot that threatens to destroy everything. The story begins when Concord reluctantly accepts the role of island guardian after the previous guardian disappears. Your duties include growing and tending crops, but also defending villages from rot-infected creatures and solving problems for fellow fruit and vegetable residents. The farming mechanics involve planting seeds and caring for crops that provide both food and materials for crafting tools and equipment. Combat is simple but satisfying as you roll around and swing your tools at enemies trying to spread corruption. You'll help rebuild damaged areas of the island by gathering resources and completing construction projects. The progression system unlocks new abilities and tools as you gain trust from the communities you protect. Side quests from residents add depth and humor to the world while providing valuable rewards. Fae Farm transports you to the magical island of Azoria, where you inherit a farm and discover you have powerful magical abilities. The story involves investigating a mysterious miasma that's corrupting parts of the island while learning about your connection to ancient Fae magic. The farming system combines traditional crop growing with magical elements. You can use spells to speed up growth or create hybrid plants with special properties. Your character can learn different schools of magic, including nature, fire, and water spells that help both in farming and combat situations. The island features multiple biomes from sunny beaches to snowy mountains, each with unique crops and creatures. You can customize your character's appearance, clothing, and even magical familiar companions that help with farm work. The crafting system extends to magical potions, enchanted tools, and decorative items for your home and farm. 4-player co-op lets you build and explore with friends in the same world. Romance options include characters of all genders with meaningful relationship development. Rune Factory 3 Special brings back the classic DS game with enhanced graphics and new features. You play as Micah, a half-monster who can transform between human and woolly form while suffering from amnesia. The story unfolds as you try to discover your past while bringing peace between humans and monsters in the town of Sharence. The farming system lets you grow crops in different seasons and tame monsters to help with farm work or fight alongside you in dungeons. Combat happens in real time as you explore various areas filled with monsters and treasures. You can craft weapons, armor, and cooking recipes using materials you gather. The relationship system includes marriage candidates and friendships with townspeople who each have their own personalities and stories. Your woolly transformation gives you special abilities and changes how NPCs interact with you. The game balances farming, dungeon crawling, and social simulation perfectly. The updated graphics make the charming anime art style look great on modern screens.
Crops and care for monsters, among other relaxing activities. You can also transform into a monster? Your abilities in battle and conversations with the locals will vary depending on your form. Your choices.
Garden Life, a cozy simulator, focuses purely on the peaceful joy of gardening without any pressure or time limits. You inherit your grandmother's abandoned garden and slowly restore it to its former beauty through careful tending and patience. The game emphasizes realistic gardening mechanics where you plant seeds, water them daily, and watch them grow in real time over weeks. You'll learn about different plant varieties, soil types, and seasonal growing patterns as you expand your garden knowledge. The relaxing gameplay includes activities like composting, pruning, harvesting, and arranging beautiful flower displays. You can customize garden layouts with paths, decorations, and different themed areas like vegetable patches or flower beds. The game teaches real gardening tips and plant care information that you could actually use in real life. Weather affects your garden naturally, creating challenges like drought or storms that require adaptation. The photo mode lets you capture and share your most beautiful garden moments. The realistic graphics and soothing nature sounds create an incredibly peaceful experience, perfect for unwinding.
As promised, you are now the proud owner of one garden stall.
Stardew Valley starts when you inherit your grandfather's old farm in Pelican Town and leave your corporate job behind for a simpler life. The game combines farming with mining, fishing, and building relationships with the quirky townspeople who each have detailed backstories and personalities. You grow crops seasonally, raise animals like chickens and cows, and can specialize in different farm layouts that focus on different activities. The combat system involves exploring monster-filled mines to gather ores and gems for upgrading tools and crafting. You can get married to one of 12 different characters regardless of gender, with each having unique cutscenes and dialogue. Community center bundles provide long-term goals that unlock new areas and features as you complete collections of items. The crafting system includes cooking, artisan goods production, and equipment upgrades that improve your farming efficiency. Seasonal festivals bring the community together and provide unique activities throughout the year. My Time at Sandrock takes place in a desert town where you play as a builder helping the community grow and prosper in the post-apocalyptic world. You arrive in Sandrock to take over the local workshop and must craft machines, furniture, and infrastructure using salvaged materials and newly gathered resources. The farming system involves growing crops in desert conditions while managing water resources carefully since they're scarce in this environment. You'll explore ruins from the old world to find valuable materials and ancient technology that can be restored and repurposed. Combat occurs when you venture into dangerous areas filled with mutated creatures and malfunctioning robots from before the disaster. The relationship system includes romance options and deep friendships with dozens of unique townspeople who have their own problems and stories. Commissions from residents drive much of the gameplay as you build everything they need to improve their lives. Harvest Moon: The Winds of Anthos follows your character as they work to restore the connection between separated villages using the power of ancient harvest sprites. The story begins when you discover that the villages of Anthos were once connected by magical wind currents that have mysteriously stopped flowing. Your farming adventures take you across different climate zones, each with unique crops and challenges that require specific growing techniques. You can raise various animals and use a special whistle to call them from anywhere on your farm, making animal care more convenient. The harvest sprites help with farm work when you build good relationships with them, automating tasks like watering and harvesting. You'll explore multiple villages, each with distinct cultures and residents to befriend, expanding your social network across the entire region. The game includes traditional elements like mining, fishing, and participating in seasonal festivals that celebrate each area's unique traditions. Marriage candidates come from different villages, encouraging exploration and relationship building across the world. Cattle Country, a cozy yet adventurous life sim that blends the charm of rural living with the excitement of the Wild West. Set against the backdrop of rugged mountains and wide open plains, the game allows players to build their dream homestead by planting crops, tending to livestock, and raising cattle, while also diving into activities like fishing, mining, and crafting. Its pixel art style gives the world a nostalgic warmth, while the bustling frontier town is filled with colorful characters to befriend, help, or even romance, with 18 potential partners to choose from. Life isn't always peaceful though. Bandit raids bring a sense of danger, requiring you to protect your ranch and community. Exploring the mines adds another addictive layer, offering treasure hunting and resource gathering in a side-scrolling adventure. With its mix of farming, community building, and frontier action, Cattle Country creates a unique addictive loop that keeps players coming back to the ranch day after day.
Travel by steed. A modern departure where friends call you partner and lend you a hand if you need. When you're out to roam, you can.
Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town is a complete remake of the beloved Game Boy Advance classic that brought many players into the farming genre. You inherit a rundown farm in the small mountain town of Mineral Town and work to restore it while building relationships with the local residents. The farming system includes growing seasonal crops, raising chickens, cows, and sheep, and participating in livestock and crop festivals to show off your best products. You can mine for ores and gems in the local cave system, which provides materials for tool upgrades and gifts for townspeople. The relationship system includes marriage to one of several bachelors or bachelorettes, each with their own personality and requirements for winning their heart. Daily life revolves around caring for your animals, tending crops, and socializing with neighbors who have schedules and routines you can learn and follow. The remake adds same-gender marriage options and quality of life improvements while maintaining the original's charm. HARVESTELLA combines farming simulation with action RPG elements in a world where seasonal disasters called quietus threaten all life. You play as a traveler who discovers they can prevent these deadly seasonal events while uncovering the truth about their own mysterious past. The farming system involves growing crops that can be used for cooking stat-boosting meals or sold for money to fund your adventures. Combat happens in real time as you explore dungeons and fight monsters using various job classes like Fighter, Mage, and Shadow Walker, each with unique abilities. The story takes you across different seasonal realms, each with distinct environments, crops, and challenges that reflect eternal spring, summer, autumn, or winter. You can recruit party members with their own backstories and combat roles to join your quest to save the world. The day-night cycle affects both farming and combat, with some activities only available at certain times. Cooking plays a major role as you combine farmed ingredients to create powerful dishes that provide temporary stat boosts for tough battles. Farm Together focuses on cooperative farming, where you can build and manage a farm with friends or family members working together toward common goals. You start with a small plot and gradually expand by purchasing new land, unlocking crops, animals, and decorative items as you level up through farming activities. The game has no energy system or time pressure, letting you play at your own pace without worrying about daily limits or rushing to complete tasks. You can specialize in different aspects like crop growing, animal care, or decoration, while other players focus on their preferred activities. The progression system unlocks hundreds of crops, trees, animals, and cosmetic items that let you create unique themed farms. Seasonal events add limited time content and special rewards that encourage regular play with your farming community. The game supports both online multiplayer and single player modes, making it flexible for different play preferences. You can visit other players' farms for inspiration and help with large projects that benefit everyone. Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time expands the beloved 3DS original with new story content and enhanced features exclusive to Switch. You create a custom character and choose from multiple life classes like Paladin, Wizard, Cook, or Angler, with each offering completely different gameplay experiences. The main story involves investigating mysterious time anomalies, while a new character who can manipulate time joins your adventure. The farming elements come through the Cook and Alchemist classes, where you gather ingredients and create meals or potions that provide powerful effects. You can switch between different life classes at any time, letting you experience mining, combat, crafting, and exploration all in one playthrough. The world is filled with quests from NPCs who need your help with problems that match your current life class skills. Multiplayer lets up to 3 friends join your world to tackle challenges together, with each player potentially specializing in different life classes. The story mode can take over 100 hours to complete fully, with each life class offering unique quest lines and master level challenges. That wraps up our top 30 best farming games on Nintendo Switch. Whether you want classic farm life, magical adventures, or cooperative building, there's something here for every type of farming fan. Which farming game is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch gaming content. Thanks for watching.